All right, so the Knicks fired Tibbs kind of surprisingly at the end of their season, making it to the conference finals for the first time since 2000, where they also lost to the Pacers. However, I could see this coming. Tibbs plays his guys a lot of minutes. People get tired of how intense he is, how much he demands, especially in practice, especially in the modern era where players don't really practice as hard as maybe he's used to from his era. He plays his guys up to 40 minutes a game in the over 40 minutes a game in the regular season. Bridges and Brunson are probably one of the leaders in minutes. Played this season, and especially with the guys like OG, McHale, Brunson. I'm sure these guys get tired of playing heavy minutes, and you saw in the conference finals, he finally kind of eased off the pressure a bit and played his bench guys just even for a few minutes here and there. DeLon Wright, Landry Shamet, Precious Achua, played them a couple minutes here and there just to give his guys a little bit of a break. So I can see why maybe the players even, had a hand in his, dismissal as coach. And I could see, somebody who takes more advantage of Bridges as, his strengths as a player, takes more advantage of his strengths as a player. Of course, it's a really talented team, and they were, one of the best offenses in the league already as it is. So there's not much tweaking to do on offense, but I do see where some of the players could complain about. It's mostly just Brunson ISOs, Brunson having to create a lot, especially at the end of the games, even throughout games, trying to come back against teams that have built leads. We saw that in the playoffs so many times against against the Celtics. So you could see this coming. I think he's obviously, like I said, a rugged, hard nosed, old school coach. So we'll see if they go for a more modern approach. Maybe a Malone. Malone is even a defensive minded coach. He wasn't. Having Jokic on your team, of course, helps a lot of offensive problems. But I think maybe Jay Wright. I think Jay Wright could be a good possibility for this job. People are saying Jeff Van Gundy. He's a bit more modern now. I think since he's been out of the coaching game, he just took a job with the Clippers last season after going away from the broadcast booth. So, but my favorite is Jay Wright. I feel like he could get the best out of Mikal Bridges, especially if you're keeping him. And he's definitely an offensive minded, innovative coach that could help them maybe take the next step.